Austin kids, to another episode of Shout Out, Let Them Know You're Thankful. I'm your host, Sarah, and this is Ross.
It's a great day, and I am so grateful that you're all here. Did you see what I did there? It's a great day, and I'm grateful.
Nice play on words, Ross. This month, we are talking about gratitude. Gratitude is letting others know you see how they've helped you.
We'll be getting to our shout-out segments soon, where we get to hear from all of you guys at home and find out what you're thankful for right after this.
I can't wait to hear from all of you. We're going to move into worship now, so let's all stand up and worship our amazing God.
Than a fighter, 'cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been hiding, and I never had someone to come home. Oh, nah, I'm so used to shit. Lord, let me alone, but I'm at one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for so long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for so long. I'm in need of a savior, but I'm not asking for favors. My whole life I feel like a burden. I think too much and I hate it. I'm so used to being in the one. I'm tired of caring. Loving never gave me a home. So I sit here in the silence. I found peace in your eyes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for so long. I found peace in your eyes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for so long. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long.
Step out of the shadows, step out of the grave, break into the wild, and don't be afraid. Run into wide open spaces, graces waiting for you. Dance like the weight has been lifted, graces waiting. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Come out of the dark, just as you are, into the fullness of His love. Oh, the Spirit Jesus' name. Lives made whole, hearts awake at the sound of Jesus' name. Chains will fall, prisons shake at the sound of Jesus' name. Lives made whole, hearts awake at the sound of Jesus' name. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Come out of the dark, just as you are, into the fullness of His love. For the Spirit is here, let there be freedom. Let there be freedom.
I'm grateful for the world. I'm grateful for food. I'm grateful for having a home. I'm grateful for Mom. I'm grateful for working with Grandpa. I'm grateful for spending time with my family. Thankful for Jesus. I'm thankful for my friends. I love my sister because she always is nice to me and she's always helpful. I'm thankful for my teacher.
I'm thankful for my mom and dad because they put a roof over my head and have clothes on my back and they can give me food.
I'm thankful for cars.
That was so awesome hearing from all those kids at home what you're thankful for. I loved it.
Yeah, that was awesome. I heard a lot of Rosses out there. I just want to say that. A lot of thankful. Yeah, a lot of thankful.
Sorry, Ross, we'll get you next time.
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, are you ready for a fun game for today?
I am.
You
What
are?
is it?
Yeah, we're gonna play the game of Pictionary, but with gratitude.
Nice.
So you guys can play at home. So go grab some paper and a pen or something to draw with. And this is what we're gonna do. The first one, we're gonna have it funny, and we're gonna have a serious one.
Okay.
Okay. Serious one,
Okay.
funny for later.
All right,
All right.
sounds good.
So a serious one, we'll give 15
Serious one
seconds.
first?
15 seconds to draw it out.
Okay.
So and go. Oh, you better not be copying me.
Oh, that's the time, Ross.
Whoa.
Okay.
I think
We
I
ready
nailed
to
mine.
show?
All right, let's show everyone at
Okay.
home. Wow, okay.
Did we draw the same thing?
All right.
Is yours a family?
Mine is my family. I drew a little house up there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
is
yes,
yours
mine's my
family
My
too?
husband and my 3 daughters.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm really grateful for them.
that's awesome. All right.
Good job. Well,
Now-
we hope we don't draw the same thing again.
Oh yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. Now a funny one. Okay, you ready? Another 15
Ready.
seconds on the clock.
Okay.
And go.
Go. Okay, that's time.
Nice. All right. This is gonna be a little harder.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think mine's pretty easy.
Wow. Okay. Is that ice cream?
It is ice cream. I love ice
Nice. Well, mine has to do with food too.
cream. Okay,
All right. Let's see if we
yours.
can guess it. guys got to help?
Is that sushi?
No.
Okay.
Who remembers Lon John Silver's here in Quincy?
Okay.
Lon John Silver's, I miss it. So
He likes so you're grateful for something you don't have, huh?
I am grateful for fish, hush puppies, fries, and my drink.
Nice.
So shout out to Lon John Silver's. We need to bring it back.
Awesome. That was
Yeah.
fun. Hopefully you kids at home will play along too. Hopefully you got to do some with your sisters and brothers maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we are going to move into our Bible story, so let's check it out.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 17, verses 11 through 19.
Outside the village on the border between Samaria and Galilee lived 10 lepers. We didn't know their name or their stories, but we did know at least one of them was a Samaritan, a group that Jewish people distrusted. Call that man Zach.
Hi there. Sorry, not allowed to shake your hand.
Leprosy was a painful skin disease, and there was no doctors or medicines to treat it. But even worse than the sores were the loneliness. Lepers weren't allowed to be around anyone who were healthy, not even their own families. They had to keep more than a social distance. So if Zach had a wife or kids, probably hadn't seen them in years.
My little boys. All grown up by now, I bet.
The 10 lepers' life seemed hopeless. All they can do was stand back and yell at anybody who passed by.
Stay away!
Don't come close.
But we do need food. If you could just leave some under that willow tree by the creek, we'd be grateful.
Then, one day, news reached the lepers of travelers approaching along the border road.
Big crowd.
I hear it's that Jesus fella.
The teacher? They say he makes sick people well.
You're a Samaritan. Why would he care about you?
Hey, what have I got to lose?
Zach hobbled toward the road, walking stick in hand. The other lepers straggled after him. They could see a crowd now, traveling along the road.
People won't like us standing so close.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Zach can see faces now. The crowd grouped around the man in the middle. The man had a strong face and kind eyes.
Jesus! Master! Have pity on us!
To the leper's surprise, Jesus stopped right in the middle of the road.
Jesus!
Master Jesus!
Over
Have
here!
pity
Please!
on us!
Please have pity on us!
The crowd around Jesus backed away, whispering. Jesus stood firm as Zach and the lepers dared to limp closer.
Jesus!
Master!
Have pity on us!
As the lepers neared, Jesus took a long, clear look. Everyone went silent. Zach could hardly breathe. Then Jesus smiled.
Go. Show yourselves to the priests.
Zach gasped. The only way a leper could approach a priest was if that he confirmed that he had been healed. But as Zach glanced down, his heart sank. His knees and his feet were still shriveled and splotchy. His knees still ached.
Oh.
Jesus moved on, and the crowd followed. The lepers stared at each other.
Well, that happened.
I don't get it.
Well, we should go to the priests, like he told us.
I guess it can't hurt.
Any more than it already does.
Limping, the lepers headed out across the field towards the town. They hesitated as they reached the creek.
We'll have to wade across.
Painfully, the man clambered down the bank. Zach's stick got caught in the twisted root of a willow tree. The stick went flying, and he tumbled to the ground.
Ouch!
Instinctively, he jumped to his feet.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
Just jump up.
Zach glanced down again. This time, his feet and his legs were strong and whole, skin clear and healthy.
Look! My skin! It's clean!
The other man glanced down at their own arms and legs and bodies.
I'm all better! Woohoo!
The lepers laughed and danced till they cried, amazed at what Jesus had done.
Gotta get to the priest!
Race you!
The lepers splashed across the creek, hurtling towards the town. Zach stopped at the water's edge, and the others ran ahead.
I'll get to see my boys again.
But even as Zach imagined the joy that would come, a face flashed in his head.
Jesus. He's healed me. He's the one who's made me whole.
Turning back, Zach hurried toward the road. He ran fast, catching up to Jesus and the crowd as they reached the village.
Jesus? Jesus!
The crowd parted quickly as Zach headed straight for Jesus.
Praise God, I'm well.
Zach threw himself down on the dusty road at Jesus' feet.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Zach lifted his head, dust mixed with tears of joy. Jesus smiled, but his eyes searched the road behind him.
Weren't all 10 healed? Where are the other 9?
As Zach shook his head, Jesus turned to the crowd.
Didn't anyone else return to give praise to God except this outsider?
Everyone was silent. It was clear that Zach was the only one. Jesus smiled down at him.
Get up and go. Your faith has healed you.
Zach leapt to his feet as he hurried to see the priest. He had delayed his chance to see his family by a short time, but it was worth it to see the man who had given him back his life.
Hey guys, that Bible story was great. Now let's go to Sarah for the teaching.
Thanks, Ross. God has done so much for us. He's doing so much in our lives every day. He deserves our gratitude. We can get so busy that we forget to stop and thank Him. But it's important that we do. After all, He loves us. He gives us the strength we need to take on tough things in life. He forgives us when we mess up, and we need to take the time to tell Him thank you. We also need to thank the people who help us every single day. Our friends, our families, our teachers, coaches, small group leaders, they all deserve our thanks too. And we need to stop what we're doing long enough to tell them that we're grateful. It's simple. Our bottom line this week is say thank you. When your mom cooks dinner, tell her thank you. When your friend invites you to his birthday party, say thank you. When someone gives you a gift, don't wait for someone to tell you to say thank you. Tell them how grateful you are. It's not enough to just feel thankful. We make the wise choice when we take the time to tell someone thank you. My challenge to you this week is to try to thank someone each day. Sometimes it can be hard for us to remember to stop and say thank you, but it means so much when we do. We can show how grateful we are when we take the time to thank others. We also want to hear from you, so grab an adult to help you leave a comment on this video of something that you are thankful for. Let's pray and ask God to help us with that. God, you are so good, and we are so thankful for all that you've done for us. I just pray, God, that we can live with grateful hearts and we can show others around us how thankful we are for them. We love you, and it's in your name we pray. Amen.
No height, no depth, no life or final breath could ever separate us from your love. No failure, no mistake, no loneliness or pain could ever separate us from your love. Could ever separate us from your love. On the other side of everything I'm afraid of, you were standing with your arms wide open, even in my deepest doubts and wonder. You were standing with your arms wide open, wide open. I'm healed, made strong. Oh, I found where I belong. Forever I'm alive now in your love. I'm changed, unchained by your amazing grace. Forever I'm alive now in your love. And on the other side of everything I'm afraid of, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open. Even in my deepest doubts and wonder, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open. Yes, wide open. If I make my bed in darkness, if I try my best to hide, you know the farthest ocean. You give the morning its light. I can't run from your presence. There's no place that far. So I run to you, my Savior. There's safety in your arms. If I make my bed in darkness, if I try my best to hide, well, you know the farthest ocean. You give the morning its light. I can't run from your presence, 'cause there's no place that far. So I run to you, my Savior. There's safety in your arms, yes. There's safety in your arms, yes. On the other side of everything I'm afraid of, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open. Even in my deepest doubts and wonder, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open. On the other side of everything I'm afraid of, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open. Even in my deepest doubts and wonder, you are standing with your arms wide open, wide open.
Join us next week for another episode of Shoutouts.
Oh, sorry, I tried to get another shout out.
Take
Sorry.
that thing from you.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.